Welcome to HD Rare Coins111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. In the heart of American coinage history, there exists one small yet mighty coin that tells a story of an entire nation's changing times: the United States of America Jefferson Nickel 5 cent from 1964. At first glance, it might appear as just another common coin that has passed through countless hands over decades, but behind this humble nickel lies a tale of intrigue, minting secrets, and incredible collector value that has stunned numismatists around the world. The year 1964 holds a special place in American coin history. It was a time when silver coins were being replaced with clad compositions, and the U.S. Mint faced the challenge of meeting an enormous public demand for circulating coinage. The Jefferson nickel, with its elegant portrayal of the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson, continued to be one of the most widely used coins in everyday transactions. Yet, this year's edition became something more, a turning point in the life of the nickel. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Schlag's design stood out for its classical portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and the grand image of his home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1964, this design had become a national symbol of pride and simplicity, a coin every American recognized instantly. But hidden among the millions struck that year were some pieces that would one day become treasures worth more than gold. During 1964, the United States Mint in Philadelphia and Denver produced over 1 billion Jefferson nickels. That's right, more than 1 billion coins were released into circulation. However, as the Mint worked under pressure, a few extraordinary coins escaped into the world, coins that would later captivate collectors due to their unique characteristics, rare mint errors, and special proofs that were never meant to exist. The minting process of 1964 was particularly chaotic. Coin shortages had gripped the nation, and the government even decided to remove mint marks temporarily after 1964 to discourage hoarding. But this only added to the mystery surrounding certain nickels from this year. Among them, a handful were struck with mirror-like proof surfaces, even though official proof sets were not supposed to be made that year, making those proof nickels an absolute rarity. What makes the 1964 Jefferson nickel so fascinating is that not all of them are the same. While most are common and circulate freely, there are certain varieties and mint errors that set a few apart. Some feature double die obverse, where Jefferson's profile and lettering appear doubled under magnification. Others show weak strikes, repunched mint marks, or even off-center errors that make them unique in every sense. The Denver Mint, which placed the small D mint mark to the right of Monticello, also produced its share of rare varieties. Some nickels were struck from worn or improperly prepared dies, leading to unusual surface textures and ghostly images. These quirks, while unnoticed by the public at the time, have become the foundation of some of the most desirable collector finds today. A particularly famous discovery is the 1964 SMS Special Mint Set Jefferson nickel. Unlike regular circulation strikes, these coins were produced with a special finish, smooth, satin-like surfaces and sharply defined details. For decades, collectors believed no special mint sets existed from 1964, but in the 1990s, a small number of these mysterious coins surfaced, sending shockwaves through the coin community. Experts believe these rare SMS nickels were created for internal testing or presentation purposes at the Philadelphia Mint, possibly connected to the transition from silver to clad coinage. Whatever their origin, they remain one of the greatest mysteries of modern American numismatics. When these special 1964 Jefferson nickels appear at auctions, the bidding wars begin almost instantly. Collectors from around the globe compete fiercely for ownership of these pieces of history. Their unique combination of rarity, beauty, and mystery makes them one of the most desirable nickels ever produced by the U.S. Mint. What's even more impressive is the quality of the strike. On these exceptional coins, Jefferson's hair details are crisp, the lettering shines sharply, and the steps of Monticello on the reverse appear in full detail, something collectors refer to as full steps, a key factor in determining a nickel's grade and value. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with full steps, flawless surfaces, and an SMS finish is considered a masterpiece of minting. Only a few such examples are known to exist, and each one tells a silent story of the mint's craftsmanship during a chaotic period of American history. These coins aren't just money, they're time machines. Holding one feels like stepping back into 1964, when the Beatles ruled the airwaves, the civil rights movement was reshaping America, and the coin shortage had citizens scouring their pockets for spare change. Collectors love this coin because it captures both history and mystery in a small metallic circle. For many, the search for a perfect 1964 Jefferson nickel is like a treasure hunt that never ends. Every coin roll or old jar might contain one, waiting to be discovered. It's this thrill of discovery that drives coin enthusiasts to keep looking. Some lucky individuals have found rare 1964 nickels in their pocket change, not realizing they were holding something that could change their lives. The Jefferson nickel itself stands as a symbol of stability. Through wars, economic struggles, and social revolutions, this 5-cent coin remained constant in the hands of the American people. That continuity adds to its sentimental and historical value. Even today, new collectors join the hobby every year, inspired by stories of incredible finds. The 1964 Jefferson nickel serves as one of the best examples of how ordinary-looking coins can hide extraordinary worth. When you examine the details on this coin, the sharp edges, the smooth finish, and Jefferson's calm, wise gaze, you realize why numismatists call it one of the finest small-scale portraits in U.S. coinage history. Every scratch, every detail tells a story. Some nickels bear marks from decades of circulation, passing through generations of hands, while others have survived in pristine condition, untouched by time. The value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel depends heavily on its condition, strike quality, and rarity. Circulated examples are common, but the rare SMS and full steps coins are where the real treasure lies. Collectors who specialize in Jefferson nickels often dedicate years to finding that one perfect coin, the one with flawless surfaces and full step details that set it apart from the rest. These rare examples have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions, setting records and making headlines in the coin collecting world. They remind us that even the smallest coin can hold immense value if it carries history, rarity, and beauty. So, next time you find a 1964 nickel, don't dismiss it as ordinary. Look closer. You might be holding a piece of American heritage, a coin that tells the story of a nation's past, and possibly one of the rarest treasures hidden in plain sight. And if you do have a 1964 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to share about it in the comments below. Tell us what your coin looks like, what mint mark it bears, and we'll help you discover whether it might be one of those rare and valuable pieces worth keeping. This incredible coin, the United States of America Jefferson nickel 5 cent from 1964, has been known to reach an astonishing value of $180,000. So check your change, look through your collections, and you might just find one of these hidden gems waiting for you. Comment about your own coins so we can tell you more about them. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. Your support helps us bring more fascinating coin discoveries to light. Top 2. In the world of American coins, few stories captivate collectors quite like that of the United States of America Jefferson nickel 5 cent from 1971. At first glance, this small silver-gray coin might seem like just another everyday nickel, something that has passed unnoticed through millions of hands. But as coin lovers know, appearances can be deceiving. Beneath its ordinary surface lies a fascinating tale of design, minting, mystery, and a staggering collector's value that few would ever expect. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of American history since 1938, when it replaced the beloved Buffalo nickel. Its elegant design by Felix Schlag has stood the test of time, displaying the noble portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his magnificent Monticello home on the reverse. By 1971, this design had become a familiar symbol of American pride, seen daily in pockets, registers, and piggy banks across the country. The year 1971 was an interesting one for the United States Mint. The country was undergoing changes in its economy, and coinage production was at full throttle. Millions upon millions of nickels were struck in both Philadelphia and Denver. Yet, hidden among these countless coins were a few that stood out, a few that would later make numismatic history. The Jefferson nickel from 1971 might look ordinary, but under the right conditions, it can be a true treasure. Some examples struck that year display remarkable features, strong strikes, mirror-like finishes, or even subtle minting errors that transformed them from common coins into pieces of art. Collectors today prize these rare variants for their beauty and the historical story they carry. The obverse of the 1971 Jefferson nickel features a side profile of Thomas Jefferson, facing left, his expression calm and dignified. Every line of his face, from his cheekbone to the curl of his hair, was carefully sculpted to honor the founding father. The word, liberty, and the date, 1971, wrapped gracefully around his image, with the phrase, "In God we trust," reminding us of the nation's enduring faith and heritage. Turn the coin over, and you find the stately image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. The detail in the architecture, the dome, and the surrounding steps captures a sense of timeless grace. Above it, the word, "E pluribus unum," stands proudly, meaning, "out of many, one." Below, the words, "Monticello, 5 cents," and "United States of America," complete the classic design that Americans have admired for decades. Most of these coins circulated normally, enduring the wear and tear of everyday use. But a few pristine examples were struck with extraordinary precision, resulting in sharp details and reflective surfaces that set them apart. These are the coins that collectors dream about finding, the ones that bring both history and fortune together. In 1971, both the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, marked with a small d, to the right of Monticello, produced Jefferson nickels. While billions were made, the quality of the strike varied. Some coins were weakly struck, with Monticello's steps barely visible. Others, however, were struck so perfectly that the steps appeared fully separated and clear. Collectors call these special examples full steps, nickels. This designation means that the coin was struck so sharply that every step of Monticello can be counted clearly. These are incredibly rare and highly sought after. Only a tiny fraction of 1971 nickels have survived with full steps, and when found in perfect condition, they command jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Mint errors from 1971 also add another layer of intrigue. Some nickels were struck slightly off-center, giving them a unique, almost artistic look. Others have die cracks or doubled dies, tiny but noticeable misprints in the lettering or design caused by die misalignment. Each of these errors transforms a common coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible point. One of the reasons the 1971 Jefferson nickel is so popular among collectors is because it represents a transitional period in American coinage. The Mint was modernizing its equipment, experimenting with new metal compositions, and refining its production methods. As a result, variations in the strike quality and die finish were common, making this year a treasure trove for numismatic study. Another reason collectors cherish the 1971 nickel is its aesthetic appeal. When struck perfectly, it displays a mirror-like luster and crisp details that make it stand out under any light. Some examples even exhibit light toning, shades of gold, blue, or violet that develop naturally over time, giving the coin a breathtaking appearance. Finding one of these gems is no easy task. Most nickels from 1971 have long been worn down through decades of circulation. But the few that remain in mint condition, especially those with full steps or rare die varieties, are worth far more than their face value. Imagine holding one of these pristine coins, a piece of history that has survived over half a century, untouched by time, its details as sharp as the day it was minted. That's what makes coin collecting so magical. It's not just about the metal, it's about the story behind each coin and the journey it's taken through history. Every coin carries its own mystery. Was it minted in a rush or struck carefully by a skilled engraver? Did it sit unnoticed in a drawer for decades or pass through countless hands before ending up in a collector's album? Each 1971 nickel has a story that sparks curiosity and wonder. Even though Jefferson nickels are still in circulation today, those rare 1971 versions in exceptional condition remain prized finds. When they appear in auctions, they attract fierce competition from collectors who recognize their historical and aesthetic value. For many, the Jefferson nickel isn't just another coin, it's a symbol of American endurance. Through wars, recessions, and cultural revolutions, this small coin has continued to represent the nation's values of unity, hard work, and progress. The 1971 Jefferson nickel reminds us that beauty often hides in plain sight. It's easy to overlook the nickels in our change, but some of them may hold stories and values beyond imagination. That's why coin collectors spend hours examining every coin they find, searching for that one extraordinary piece. Some even check rolls of nickels from banks, hoping to uncover a flawless 1971 with full steps or a rare minting error. The excitement of discovery is what drives the world of coin collecting. Each coin is like a small puzzle piece of America's past, connecting us to the people and events that shaped the nation. If you look closely at your own coins, you might be surprised at what you find. Some of the most valuable discoveries were made by ordinary people who simply paid attention to the details. The 1971 Jefferson nickel continues to surprise experts even today. New varieties and error types are occasionally discovered, proving that there's always more to learn from this small yet significant coin. Collectors who own a high-grade example know just how rare and special these coins are. Graded by professional services, the finest known 1971 nickels have sold for thousands, and in some rare cases, tens of thousands, of dollars, depending on their condition and strike quality. Every detail counts, from the clarity of Jefferson's portrait to the shine of the metal and the visibility of Monticello's steps. A perfect combination of these traits turns a simple 5-cent piece into a national treasure. So, the next time you come across a 1971 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to look closely. You might be holding a small piece of American history, a coin that connects generations and tells the story of craftsmanship, precision, and time. And if you happen to own one of these coins, be sure to share about it in the comments below. Tell us what mint mark it has and what condition it's in, and we'll help you learn more about its true worth. Because some of these 1971 Jefferson nickels have sold for an incredible $127,000. Yes, that's right, a single 5-cent coin reaching a value that high. So check your change, dig through your coin jars, and maybe you'll find one of these hidden treasures. Comment about your own coins so we can give you more information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. Your support keeps us discovering more rare coins for you. Top 3. There's a special kind of excitement that comes with finding a coin that seems ordinary but turns out to be something extraordinary. The United States of America Jefferson nickel 5-cent from 1991 is one such coin that continues to surprise collectors and treasure hunters alike. It's a coin that looks simple, yet hides remarkable stories of minting precision, unexpected rarity, and incredible value that has stunned the coin collecting world. The Jefferson nickel series has been one of America's longest-running and most recognizable coins. Since its introduction in 1938, the design by Felix Schlag, showing a proud portrait of Thomas Jefferson on one side and his grand home, Monticello, on the other, has stood as a symbol of American history, leadership, and architectural beauty. The 1991 edition of this coin continued that legacy with quiet dignity, though few could have predicted the secrets some of these nickels would hold. The year 1991 marked a transitional era for U.S. coinage. The mint was embracing modern technology, new presses, and improved metal striking techniques. Yet, even with these advancements, perfection wasn't guaranteed. A few Jefferson nickels from that year came out with extraordinary qualities, stunning strikes, unique mint errors, and incredible preservation, making them highly desirable among collectors today. The obverse of the 1991 Jefferson nickel presents a detailed and lifelike portrait of America's third president, his thoughtful gaze looking toward the left, symbolizing his forward-thinking vision. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty 1991," surround him gracefully, creating a timeless balance that embodies both faith and freedom, two core values Jefferson himself cherished deeply. Flipping the coin reveals the famous depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. The precision with which the building's dome, steps, and pillars are engraved is nothing short of artistic. Above it stands the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. Beneath the image are the words, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America, giving the coin a strong sense of national pride and identity. Now, while billions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1991 at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, only a select few stood out due to their exceptional condition and striking clarity. The Philadelphia mint's coins bore no mint mark, while the Denver versions carried a small D mark to the right of Monticello on the reverse. Yet it's the rare, high-quality examples from both mints that became the true stars of the numismatic world. In most cases, a 1991 nickel is worth just 5 cents. But when the right combination of factors comes together, flawless strike, full steps, perfect luster, and rare mint errors, its value can skyrocket to thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. One of the main features collectors look for in Jefferson nickels is the presence of full steps on Monticello. This refers to how clearly the steps on the building are struck. A coin with full, unbroken steps means it was struck with perfect precision and great care, a rarity even in modern minting. 1991 nickels with full steps are incredibly scarce and have become the target of serious coin collectors across the country. Beyond full steps, there are also a few rare error varieties from 1991 that elevate this nickel to legendary status. Some examples show die cracks, repunched mint marks, or doubled die obverse where letters or parts of Jefferson's portrait appear doubled. These fascinating imperfections make each coin unique and can turn an everyday nickel into a collector's dream. The most valuable examples, however, are the ones that have survived for decades in near-perfect, untouched condition, coins that look as if they were just struck yesterday. These pristine pieces, when graded by professional grading services, can achieve the highest designations, bringing enormous prices at auction. Collectors who specialize in Jefferson nickels know just how challenging it is to find a perfect strike from 1991. Many coins were made quickly for circulation, resulting in minor die wear and weak details. But those few that defy the odds, with bold designs and mirror-like surfaces, are now among the most treasured finds in modern coin collecting. Each 1991 Jefferson nickel carries a story. Some may have traveled through countless hands, exchanged for goods, slipped into piggy banks, and hidden away in drawers. Others, perhaps, were tucked away from the moment they were minted, protected unknowingly by someone who had no idea of the fortune they were holding. This unpredictability is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. You never know when a small, forgotten coin might turn out to be something rare, something valuable, something that bridges the past and present. The Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It's a window into American history. Every strike, every engraving, and every mint mark reflects a chapter in the nation's story, one of perseverance, innovation, and artistry. For 1991, that story continues to amaze. When these coins appear at auctions, they often draw intense interest from collectors who understand just how difficult it is to find them in perfect, gem-quality condition. And when one surfaces, the bids climb fast, often reaching astonishing figures that surprise even seasoned experts. It's the details that make all the difference. The way Jefferson's hair curls are defined, how the light dances across the surface, and how clearly Monticello's steps can be seen. Each of these small elements contributes to the overall beauty and value of the coin. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has remained one of the most beloved coins among American collectors. Its longevity and familiar design have made it a comforting constant in an ever-changing world. The 1991 edition, with its potential for rare perfection, stands as a shining example of this enduring legacy. Imagine discovering one of these rare coins in your old coin jar or change drawer. Just the thought of holding something worth tens of thousands of dollars, hidden in plain sight, is enough to make any coin enthusiast's heart race. That's why so many collectors carefully check every nickel they find, examining each detail under magnification, searching for that one coin that could change everything. And sometimes, that effort pays off. A few remarkable 1991 Jefferson nickels have sold for record-breaking amounts, turning what was once a humble 5-cent piece into a collector's treasure worth thousands of times its face value. Every time a coin like that appears, it reignites the passion of collectors and reminds the world that numismatics isn't just about money, it's about history, art, and discovery. The 1991 Jefferson nickel teaches us an important lesson: never underestimate the value of what's right in front of you. Sometimes, the most ordinary-looking things can hold the most extraordinary stories. Each coin from that year is a small time capsule from the early 1990s, a moment when America was entering a new era, and the mint was refining its craft with precision and pride. If you have a 1991 nickel, it's worth taking a close look at it. Examine the steps of Monticello, the shine of the surface, and the clarity of Jefferson's portrait. You might be holding a hidden gem without even knowing it, and if you do own one, don't hesitate to share about it in the comments below. Tell us where you found it, what it looks like, and whether it has any special features, and we'll help you find out more about its history and value. Because believe it or not, some of these 1991 Jefferson nickels have reached an incredible value of $77,000. Yes, that's right, a 5-cent coin worth $77,000. So start checking your change, look through your coin jars, and who knows, maybe your next nickel could be a treasure. Comment about your own coins so we can tell you more about them, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. Your support helps us uncover even more hidden treasures from the world of coins. Top 4. The United States of America Jefferson Nickel 5 cent from 1993 may seem like just another common coin you might find in your pocket change, but behind its simple design lies a story of craftsmanship, rarity, and incredible hidden value. This little 5-cent piece has become a quiet legend in the coin collecting world, a coin that reminds us how even the smallest objects can hold enormous historical and monetary significance. The Jefferson nickel, one of America's most enduring coins, was first introduced in 1938. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, its familiar design features the distinguished portrait of Thomas Jefferson on one side and his elegant Virginia home, Monticello, on the other. By the time 1993 rolled around, this design had been in use for more than half a century, a timeless piece of artistry that had witnessed America's journey through decades of change. The 1993 Jefferson nickel was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked by a small P or D to the right of Monticello on the reverse side. Billions of these coins were produced, flooding into circulation across the nation. But, as history has shown, not every coin struck in large numbers turns out to be ordinary. Some possess something special, a flaw, a perfect strike, or a level of preservation so pristine that it transforms them into collector's treasures. At first glance, the 1993 nickel doesn't scream rarity. It's the same metal composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, and carries the same classic imagery. But for the sharp-eyed collector, a few subtle details can make a world of difference. Some nickels from that year display astonishingly sharp details, bright luster, and flawless surfaces, making them stand out as near-perfect examples of modern minting. The obverse of the coin captures Jefferson's calm, noble expression, his gaze steady as if looking toward the future. Every line in his hair and curve of his face tells a story of leadership and vision. The words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty 1993," gracefully frame his image, representing faith, freedom, and the enduring spirit of the American people. On the reverse side, Monticello stands proudly, a masterpiece of neoclassical architecture and a symbol of Jefferson's intellect and creativity. The fine details of its dome, pillars, and steps showcase the beauty of design that has made this coin beloved for generations. The inscriptions, "E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents," and "United States of America," complete the portrait of national pride. The minting process in 1993 had advanced considerably, but even with improved technology, perfection remained elusive. Some dies wore out quickly, leading to weakly struck coins, while others produced brilliant strikes with incredible detail. These perfectly struck coins, especially those with clear, unbroken steps on Monticello, are known among collectors as full steps, nickels, and they're worth far more than you might imagine. The full steps designation is one of the most sought-after features for Jefferson nickel enthusiasts. To earn this title, every step leading to Monticello must be sharply defined, without any smudging or merging. Coins meeting this standard are extremely rare for 1993 and can command breathtaking prices in the collector's market. Mint errors also add a layer of intrigue to the 1993 Jefferson nickel. Some coins were struck slightly off-center, creating a unique crescent shape. Others showed doubled lettering or repunched mint marks, small imperfections that turn them into one-of-a-kind collectibles. Each error tells its own story about the unpredictability of the minting process and the artistry of coin production. Collectors love hunting for these small details because they transform a simple 5-cent coin into something extraordinary. Every time a new error or rare variant is discovered, it reignites interest in the Jefferson nickel series, proving that even modern coins can hide incredible treasures. One of the most remarkable aspects of the 1993 nickel is its survival and pristine condition. Most coins from this year entered circulation and quickly wore down through years of use. Finding one that remains untouched, with perfect luster and no scratches, is like finding a time capsule from the early 1990s, a glimpse into an era now 3 decades behind us. The 1990s were a period of transformation for America. Technology was advancing, the Cold War had ended, and a new generation was emerging. Amid all this change, the Jefferson nickel remained a constant presence, a coin that carried both history and familiarity in its small metallic form. For collectors, the 1993 edition holds special charm because it bridges the classic and the modern. It's old enough to have become collectible, yet new enough that many people still remember using it in their everyday lives. This blend of nostalgia and rarity gives it a unique place in American numismatic history. High-grade examples of the 1993 nickel, especially those with full steps or unusual mint errors, have been known to sell for astonishing amounts at auctions. When collectors see a coin with that perfect strike, flawless shine, and untouched surfaces, they recognize it as something truly exceptional. The thrill of finding one of these rare coins is what keeps collectors searching. Every roll of nickels, every handful of change, carries the potential for discovery. And sometimes, one lucky find can change everything. Even professional graders and dealers have been surprised by the hidden gems that surface from time to time. A simple 1993 nickel that once sat unnoticed in a drawer or coin jar can suddenly become the centerpiece of a serious collection. And a story worth telling. It's not just the coin's physical beauty that makes it special, but the symbolism behind it. The Jefferson nickel has been part of America's economic heartbeat for over 8 decades, connecting people across generations. The 1993 version continues that legacy, representing both continuity and craftsmanship. When you hold one of these coins, you're holding more than metal, you're holding history, art, and the result of human precision. Each tiny detail, from Jefferson's thoughtful gaze to Monticello's intricate steps, captures the essence of what makes U.S. coinage so admired around the world. What makes the 1993 Jefferson nickel especially fascinating is that it's still young enough that many are hiding in plain sight. Somewhere in circulation, tucked in old jars or coin albums, could be a pristine, perfectly struck nickel waiting to be discovered by an observant collector. The value of these coins depends on 3 main factors: condition, rarity, and strike quality. A circulated 1993 nickel might not be worth more than face value, but a gem-quality specimen with full steps or a unique mint error can reach staggering prices at auction. These special coins remind collectors that sometimes, greatness lies in the smallest details. It's not the size or age of a coin that defines its worth, it's the perfection of its strike, the rarity of its features, and the story it tells. Every time one of these rare 1993 Jefferson nickels appears in the numismatic market, it reignites excitement. collectors and enthusiasts alike marvel at how something so ordinary can hold such incredible value. Imagine finding one of these gems in your change, flipping it over, and realizing that you're holding a coin worth thousands of times its face value. That's the magic of coin collecting, the possibility that every coin has a hidden story waiting to be uncovered. The 1993 Jefferson nickel proves that even in modern coinage, rarity and beauty can align in unexpected ways. It's a reminder that treasures don't always sparkle in gold. Sometimes, they shine in nickel and copper. If you happen to have a 1993 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. Examine the shine, the steps, and the details. You might be surprised by what you see. And if you're not sure, share it with us in the comments below. Tell us about your coin, its condition, and any special marks, and we'll help you find out more about it. Because some of these coins have sold for an incredible $71,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 5-cent coin reaching a value of $71,000. So check your coins carefully, because your next nickel could be worth a fortune. Comment about your own coins so we can tell you more about them. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. Your support helps us keep uncovering the hidden treasures in the world of coins. Top 5. The United States of America Jefferson Nickel 5 cent from 1996 may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, the kind of change you might overlook in your pocket or pass over in a handful of coins. But as collectors have discovered, some of these 1996 nickels hold a secret value far beyond their modest face worth. Behind their familiar design lies a story of craftsmanship, minting precision, rare variations, and astonishing worth that turns this humble 5-cent coin into a modern treasure. The Jefferson nickel has long been one of the most iconic and enduring coins in American history. Since its introduction in 1938, this 5-cent piece has carried the image of one of America's greatest founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, and his magnificent home, Monticello. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was meant to represent strength, intellect, and the spirit of democracy. Even decades later, that symbolism remains alive in the 1996 edition. The year 1996 was a fascinating time for U.S. coinage. The mint had entered an era of technological advancement, producing billions of coins each year using refined minting equipment. Yet, even with improved precision, perfection was not guaranteed. Some coins came out with remarkable sharpness and stunning luster, while others displayed rare mint errors or features that made them incredibly valuable to collectors. The obverse of the 1996 Jefferson nickel features a proud, timeless portrait of Thomas Jefferson. His calm gaze, turned slightly to the left, captures the essence of leadership and vision. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty 1996," circle around his image, creating a balance between faith and freedom that defines American ideals. On the reverse side, the elegant structure of Monticello stands under the words, "E pluribus unum," which means, "Out of many, one." Below, the inscriptions, "Monticello, 5 cents," and "United States of America," remind us of the nation's unity and resilience. The clean, classical design remains one of the most recognizable in all U.S. coinage. 2 mints produced the 1996 Jefferson nickel, the Philadelphia Mint, which placed a small P mint mark beside Monticello, and the Denver Mint, which used a D. Both facilities struck millions of coins, but among these, a few were made with exceptional care or unique variations that would one day command incredible value. Collectors seek out these rare varieties, not only for their beauty but also for the stories they tell about how coins are made. During minting, even a small mistake or variation, a double strike, a die crack, or an off-center image, can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. And in 1996, a handful of such extraordinary nickels slipped into circulation. Some 1996 nickels display what collectors call full steps on Monticello. This term refers to the clearly visible steps on the building's front. Only coins struck with perfect pressure and perfectly polished dies achieve this level of detail. These full steps nickels are exceptionally rare, especially from modern years like 1996, and are among the most sought-after pieces in the Jefferson series. Finding a 1996 Jefferson nickel with full steps is like discovering a diamond among stones. They're valued not only for their rarity but for the craftsmanship and precision they represent. Each one stands as proof that even in mass production, moments of perfection can occur. Beyond the full steps, some nickels from 1996 also feature unusual mint errors. Examples include off-center strikes, die breaks, and double-die varieties. These errors happened when the minting machinery struck the coin imperfectly, creating unique and unrepeatable designs. Such coins are like accidental works of art, each one different from the next. When these coins appear at auctions, collectors recognize their significance immediately. What might look like a normal nickel to most people can suddenly become a bidding war prize worth thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. That's the magic of numismatics. Discovering immense value where others see only the ordinary. Many people who have found valuable 1996 Jefferson nickels did so by pure chance. Some were discovered in old coin jars, others in bank rolls or family collections passed down through generations. Each discovery tells a story of luck and curiosity, proof that incredible treasures can be hiding right under our noses. The key to identifying a valuable 1996 Jefferson nickel lies in the details. A perfect strike, pristine surface, and clear, full steps are the hallmarks of high-grade coins. When combined with unique toning, the natural color changes that occur over time, the result is a coin that can truly take your breath away. Under magnification, collectors look for clean lines, sharp lettering, and an even shine. A high-grade 1996 nickel should appear almost untouched, as if it left the mint only yesterday. Coins like these are graded by professional services and often receive the highest designations, such as MS-67 or MS-68, which dramatically increase their value. What makes the Jefferson Nickel series so beloved is its mix of accessibility and mystery. You can still find these coins in circulation today, yet certain years and varieties are so rare that they remain the stuff of legend. The 1996 edition holds a special place among them because it represents the modern era of minting perfection and the occasional miracle of rarity. Even casual collectors are drawn to this coin's understated charm. There's something magical about holding a coin that's part of everyday life but also has the potential to be a once-in-a-lifetime find. The 1996 Jefferson nickel captures that blend perfectly, familiar yet full of surprises. Over the decades, the Jefferson nickel has stood as a tribute to American ingenuity and artistry. The 1996 issue continues that legacy, showing that even the smallest coins can reflect great craftsmanship. Each detail, Jefferson's steady expression, Monticello's stately design, and the balanced inscriptions, tells a story of national pride. Some collectors even say that the Jefferson nickel symbolizes the American dream itself: humble beginnings, steady endurance, and the potential for greatness. It's a reminder that even the smallest, simplest things can hold immense value if looked at closely enough. And when one of these nickels is found in exceptional condition, with sharp strikes, glowing luster, and those coveted full steps, its beauty becomes undeniable. Auction houses and private collectors alike know just how valuable these gems can be. The thrill of discovering one of these coins is indescribable. Imagine sorting through your old change and realizing that one nickel could be worth a small fortune. That moment of surprise and wonder is what keeps coin enthusiasts searching year after year. What makes the 1996 Jefferson nickel even more exciting is that many of the rare ones are still out there. They could be sitting unnoticed in someone's coin jar, resting at the bottom of a drawer, or waiting in an unsearched roll of nickels at the bank. All it takes is one careful look to uncover something extraordinary. The more you study this coin, the more you appreciate the skill it took to create it. From the engraver's artistry to the precision of the minting press, every detail reflects human dedication to perfection. And in the few cases where perfection was truly achieved, those coins became timeless treasures. Coin collectors know that beauty, rarity, and history all come together in coins like the 1996 Jefferson nickel. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a story of American craftsmanship, hidden potential, and enduring value. So, if you happen to come across a 1996 nickel, Don't just spend it right away. Look closely at the details, check the steps on Monticello, and see if it has that exceptional shine or striking clarity. You might just be holding something worth far more than you imagine. And if you do have one, share your story in the comments below. Tell us what your coin looks like, what mint mark it has, and we'll help you discover whether it might be one of the rare ones worth keeping. Because some of these 1996 Jefferson Nickels have sold for an astonishing $62,000. Yes, you heard that right, a 5-cent coin reaching a value of $62,000. So check your change carefully and see if you're holding one of these incredible treasures. Comment about your own coins so we can tell you more about them. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. Your support helps us continue uncovering amazing hidden gems from the world of coin collecting.